Hey guys, Kitty Sapphire here. How's everybody doing? And welcome to today's art update. How are you guys doing on this Thursday morning? I just finished my tea right now, and it's just been really ridiculously hot today. And I just got in from work, so I'm a little tad tired, but that's just life in general. So I hope everybody is doing well. I wanted to go over a couple of things, especially the fact that I know, again, a lot of people have been asking me questions about which cons I'm going to this coming summer. One, I know for a fact that I'm going to ValleyCon this year, but I will not be going for the full-on ValleyCon. I think I might have mentioned this at my con reviews live stream, but yeah, I will not be doing the full-on ValleyCon. I will be only doing one day, so I'm sorry about that, because I have a personal engagement that I did promise, and I really want to show up and what have you. And so I will be there on Sunday, and I will be selling all my wares, all the stuff that I have done for the past, I would have to say 3 years. Dang, it's been 3 years I've been doing tables, since 2016. I can't believe it. It's 2019 now. Wow, that's like crazy, isn't it? So, yeah, so I will be doing ValleyCon, and, yeah, I will be doing ValleyCon. There's 2 other cons that I am looking at, but I am not entirely sure. Give me a second. So yeah, so I won't be technically sure about the other 2. I just actually contacted one, and hopefully I will be doing that convention as well as the other convention in September. But of course, it will only work out if it doesn't run into a couple of other plans that I have that are more personable. So we'll see about that. As for anything, I'm still amped about what happened yesterday with the trailer of Pokemon, and I managed to get some really cool stuff. As of lately, my t-shirt, extra thick, came in, so it's like, I'm really excited. And I got a new cord for my tablet. Oh my goodness, I kid you not. I was running the risk of basically shocking myself because the cord has been so frayed, and I've been trying to like wrap it up with electrical tape to keep it intact, but it was like just falling apart. And I desperately needed this plug. So I know somebody, I think Justin, suggested this cord for me. So thank you very much for suggesting the cord. The cord works perfectly, and I can do it without worrying about my hands getting shocked. So more digital art coming your guys' way. So, but along with the Pokemon, you probably guys are wondering what's going on with my Kickstarter. Now, a lot of people are like, well, what's going on? Some people are asking about my Kickstarter and how it's going. Unfortunately, I have some bad news for you guys, and I'm sorry. I hate being the bearer of bad news, but I also like to be honest with you. Excuse me, when I'm doing any of my stuff, any art, commissions, or stuff like that, that my Kickstarter, unfortunately, I have to say, and this is mainly on my fault, because this is the first time I'm doing a Kickstarter, but I felt like I was too ambitious. I did some reviewing. I asked more questions of my fellow artists of what they thought of my Kickstarter. And yeah, I come to realize that I was being a little too ambitious with for my first Kickstarter. So, doing prints and buttons and keychains and stickers and keeping up with doing it is really expensive. So in turn, I probably will let the time run out. Well, first off, I want to apologize for that I was too ambitious for the collection, because I really love, I have this real passion for the evolutions, just for Pokemon in general. And I really wanted this to work out, but I also have to know when, well, as an artist, I have to know when things don't work out, and you might have to tweak it a little bit in order for it to do function for future endeavors and future plans. So in this particular case, I'm going to let the Kickstarter run out. If you guys still want to support, you can, but I have sort of a hunch that it's not going to reach its goal, unfortunately. But once I figure out exactly what I want to do with it, I'm going to probably relaunch it in the fall, towards the late fall. So like around the time of Pokemon Sword and Shield. And hopefully we'll get a little bit more information, because so far we only seen 7 new Pokemon. I know there's a lot more in the next generation, so we'll see about that. Fingers crossed again. So yeah, possibly for my future plans, I'm going to just stick with stickers and keychains. Funny, stick with. I know that sounds cheesy, right? But yeah, I'm going to stick with stickers and keychains and keep the collection minimal. And then as I get, hopefully get more support, I think that will be just the regular colors of the evolutions. And then if I get more support, closer to reaching my goal, I will make shiny versions of the evolutions. So I think that's a little bit more better, and the goal will be a lot smaller. I think the time will be a little bit tad longer, instead of just 2 months, or 60 days. But yeah, so I really apologize for that, guys. I really do. I really wanted this to work out. I really do. But, I'd rather be honest with you guys about what's going on, versus like trying to put a happy face and like, everything's okay. It's okay, of course, but it's like, I want to be honest with you guys. I really love what I do, and I don't want to compromise that, and I don't want to compromise that relationship with you guys. I think you guys are cool, and you guys are wonderful, and you support me very, very, you guys are really cool, and I appreciate every minute, I spend with you guys, and the fact that you guys really are interested in my artwork, because I can tell you, back in the day, it did not start out that way. It really didn't start out that way. So, any support and any, is wonderful. It really is. So, but I wanted to show you, even though the Kickstarter is not necessarily doing as well as I hoped, I still want to show you guys of what I've done thus far regarding the Kickstarter. Hey, all because of the fact that, things might not necessarily go your way. It doesn't necessarily mean you can't make apples out of oranges. Lemonade out of lemon. So far I have a couple of the shiny ones. I have actually all of the shiny ones. So this is like shiny Vaporeon, my personal favorite. This is a blue fire Flareon. I thought it would look really cool, because I feel the blue fires. I'm sorry. I felt the blue fires are a little bit more surreal and supernatural, and a little bit more pronounced versus the shiny version of Flareon. Not saying that I don't like shiny version Flareon, but it looks like a really fluffy Eevee. I don't know. It's just, don't get me wrong. I have a shiny Flareon called Plushie too. If you've seen any of my other videos on here, I have like an unboxing of that particular Flareon. If I can get it. Yeah. See, I do like shiny Flareon. I think it's adorable. But I know for a fact that it can also meld in with its Jolteon counterparts and also doesn't stand out as much. So, it just so happens I really like this artist. This artist does an excellent job with her plushies. Oh, they're so beautiful. And they're also a decent amount. I mean, it's still, pretty expensive because you're putting in the leg work, but still, they're very adorable. But yes, this is my lovely shiny Flareon. But going back to the main point, yeah, that's why I decided to color Flareon a little bit differently. This is shiny Glaceon. I would have done a different color for her, but unfortunately I couldn't think of anything else to use colors for. And also I kind of got the concept. This is more of like the original Glaceon is like blue, thick blue ice, and this is more like a white ice that we're accustomed to. They're a lot weaker versus the Arctic blue ice that we see. And I thought it was really cool, so I just left it as is. There's shiny Jolteon and shiny Leafeon. I have to work on the sizes. I feel like, I started comparing the sizes and I was like, oops, some of them are a little tad smaller than I anticipated and some of them are a little tad bigger than I anticipated. And this is an autumn version of Leafeon. I thought it was really cute to have this version of Leafeon because, again, the original Leafeon looks a little bit too close to each other. So I just wanted to add a little bit of difference between them. Just a little tad. Of course, you have shiny Sylveon, which I think came out lovely. I love it. It's one of my favorite ones that I made. But of course, shiny Vaporeon is my favorite. I have 2 of them. Well, actually 3 of them. It's just unfortunately the other one is in storage. Well, anyway, a shiny Espeon. I think it's very pronounced, and I like the green, and it looks really nice when it shimmers. A shiny Eevee. I could have made it a little bit darker, I would have to say. That's the only gripe that I have, but it still looks really cool. It still looks really cool and cute. This shiny Umbreon, I have to say this one is a little bit on the big side. So, bigger than its the original counterpart, so I have to kind of shrink it a little bit. But I still think it looks really good, especially with the holographic, because it's a dark body. So this just gives a little bit more shine to it. And I believe that's pretty much it for all the shiny evolutions that I have. So I have been working on them, despite the fact that, things have been a little bit on the challenging side for my Kickstarter. So like I said, I'm going to practically hold on to these, and I'll probably show these are promos on it when I get a chance, because I'm also running out of my regular stickers. So yeah, I can just put those up as promos and say, this is a way for you guys to follow my page and my Kickstarter for when I relaunch it in the fall. Or I could just, but of course, I would love to hear your points of views on it. I would love to hear, what you guys think of it, of that idea. I might, of course, I'm flexible and I'm willing to do a little bit more other, various different things before I, come to a decision. So there's that. Actually, speaking of Pokemon, I just can't believe, oh my God, it's really crazy. How much of the fan art has already cropped up? It hasn't even been 24 hours, and there's tons of fan art of Wooloo and Sonia and Leon and all these other Pokemon Crovenite and Eldegoss I've seen a lot, just Wooloos everywhere, just freaking Wooloos everywhere. And speaking of this, I was wondering if you guys would be interested in me doing Wooloo stickers. I just think they were really cute, and I think they kind of stuck in my mind while I was sleeping. Yeah, I know that's kind of cheesy as well. You know, counting sheep, counting Wooloos, counting Mareeps, that type of thing. So I don't know. I'm thinking about expanding the option of making Wooloo stickers as well as the evolution stickers, because I think Wooloo has just become quite popular as of late within less than 24 hours. Actually, my boyfriend, who's not, I mean, he's into Pokemon, but not as heavily into Pokemon as much as I am. He's even enchanted by the Wooloos. So it's funny. It really is. It really is. Actually, I was talking with him not too long ago about some of the art ideas that I've had, including a print of. I was thinking that soon, since this channel is most of it is mainly Pokemon, I was thinking for my Pokemon editions, or when I do unboxes that have heavy amounts of Pokemon, when, you know, some of my Eevee plushies come in or something like that. You know, I was thinking of making a banner for it, and it would practically be me in a sort of like a Daenerys-esque outfit, and writing on the back of a Dynamaxed Vaporeon and two other Dynamaxed evolutions such as Sylveon and Flareon, which would make sense because I have a giant Flareon and Sylveon and a Vaporeon, so it would only fit. So, you know, so I hope you guys watch out for that. So yeah, I thought I thought that would have been a cute little print poster banner for the page. But of course, I would love your inputs about that. Also, I noticed there was a couple of issues regarding, well, not issues, I would have to say, viewpoints regarding about Pokemon and not safe for work stuff, or how how any type of subject straddles the Rule 34 genre. And me personally, I am not too bothered by it, because since art is about expression, and, you know, you shouldn't necessarily dictate of how a person would express their artwork, and also besides the fact that it's not really harming anyone. It's sort of like the yin and yang, the yin and yang of artistry, that you have these cute characters, but at times, unfortunately, or at times they might take it a little step too far. There have times where I've fallen, you know, in that category from time to time, because, well, it's a sense of self-expression. It's not necessarily for, you know, ooh, sexy times. It's more like, I think this is cute. I think this body type is very interesting. And, you know, it's not something that should be frowned upon per se. Of course, there's always extreme cases, and any extreme is no good. Over censorship is never a good thing, and then over exploitation, or sorry, not over what is it? Overzealous of like expression, like relentless expression, might be too much. So just having sort of like a, I don't know, more like a halfway point, I think would be better. But I don't know. I would like to hear what you guys think. Of course, the comment section is always available. If you guys are still interested in my Kickstarter, I will put my Kickstarter up. Oh, I forgot to almost mention my personal work, which is more of OC driven. I get to put up my very first comic book page. Well, comic book covers. I've been working with a couple of thumbnails here and there. If you guys don't know, thumbnails are little sketches that a lot of artists do to kind of jog or trying to find how things would be placed or worked in when doing an art piece. So yeah, I was doing a couple of thumbnails, and I'm actually going to do a series of different comic book covers. Of course, I have other stuff to finish, like the 8 Days of Night. Um, Luckily the Evolution stickers are done. There's several other commissions that I want to finish, that I want to do the sketching. I want to do, like I mentioned, the Pokemon banner, the Dynamax Pokemon banner. What is it? There's several. There's a lot of things that I would like to show you guys and get things done. So, but you can always follow me up on my Kicks. You can follow me up on my Kickstarter. Well, sorry, I will put in the link for my Kickstarter. You can follow me at Facebook, you can follow me on Patreon, and you can follow me on Twitter. Of course, I have a DeviantArt and a Tumblr if you guys want to see other works. I know a lot of people are kind of hesitant to go to those places because of the Tumblr apocalypse. But it's still a good running site. It's a little bit on the censorship side, but it's still functional. But I can understand a lot of people. But in any case, that's it for today. So thank you guys for actually coming and watching for the art update. And I can't wait to see you guys on Monday. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend full of love, laughs, and with family and craziness and cons, since it is con season. So hope to see you guys soon. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.